In this video, I'm going to be discussing how you can stay ahead of your competitor in mini importation business as someone who has been running this business for over 6 years. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Now, just in case you don't know by now, e-commerce business is a very saturated business, mini importation business to be specific. And one of the ways you can stay ahead of your competitor is to actually niche down. Like, you want to niche down the kind of products you are selling. If you notice that, okay, you want to go into car care products, and you find out that the car care industry is very saturated, what you can actually do is that maybe you want to go into car interior, like interior of the car, or you want to go into the dashboard care, or maybe you want to go into, lighting or different thing. So you want to actually niche down to a specific niche that your customer will know that, okay, if you go to this person usually have a lot of car interior or car lighting or dashboard care or dashboard anything when it comes to car. So that is one of the ways to stay ahead of your competitor. The second way you can stay ahead of your competitor is to offer a faster delivery. Now, the reason why you want to do this is because, just in case you don't know, when customer order in your store, because you are running on payment on delivery, if you are not running on payment on delivery, you are safe. But because you are going to be running on payment on delivery most of the time, when they order for your store, because they have not paid, when they are good, because the way Facebook do this is that when they interact with a particular product, they tend to show them more of that similar product or the exact same product from another store. So when they see another product and they go to the person's website and they see the same thing, like maybe even cheaper price, they place order. So when they place order, it's now a competition between you and the other person. Sometimes they do this like in 3 different stores. So it now becomes a competitor between you and the other 2 or the second person. And the way this thing works is that the person that delivers faster gets to win the deal. Although this might backfire sometimes, but in most cases, if you can deliver faster, you can get to the customer faster, then you have a better chance of being the person that is going to deliver the product. And aside from the fact that the customer order from multiple stores, some customers also prefer that they order their product today and they want to get it today. And if you are to use the logistic company like Dispatch Rider to do this, it might be a little bit difficult unless you have your own bike. And even as at that, if you have your own bike, you might not have bike to cover the 36 states, including Abuja, which is 37 states. So what you might want to do is that you might want to get a self-delivery agent. If you are big enough, you can get self-delivery agents in every 37 states. But the way I do mine is that I have self-delivery agents in 3 states. I'm planning to expand to 5 or 6 states soon. So the way self-delivery agents works is that it's just like normal people, just like me and you. Some of them they don't have jobs. Some of them have a job. Maybe they're a teacher. Some of them are freelancers. Some of them are students, and they are looking for something like side hustle that they can like bring them small money. So those are the people that you want to deliver to. You want them to deliver for you. So this kind of people now, like a freelancer that has full control of his time, and maybe you send the person order, says the delivery agent order maybe around 1 o'clock. In most cases, if you send a rider or a logistic company order by 1 o'clock, you are not going to get that order delivered that same day. But if you do that with the delivery agent, you can still make an event to deliver the order that very same day. So that is why I prefer using delivery agents. I'm not saying that Dispatch Rider is entirely bad, but there's just a lot of issue when it comes to especially fast delivery. Sometimes when you are running your payment on delivery, they tend to hold your payment. That they don't release your payment on time. Maybe you want to use the money to run advert or do other business. They tend to hold your money sometimes 2 days, sometimes up to a week. So I just have this issue with this Dispatch company. Like, they are not that bad, but I prefer using self-delivery agents. So, and the best way to offer a faster delivery is to get a self-delivery agent. And I talk about this in one of my programs, which is Fast Lane Smart Ecom Fulfillment System. So if you want to check out that program, you can just check the description of this video. I'm going to leave the link there. Another way you can stay ahead of your competitor in mini importation business is to actually spend more on marketing. Now, the way marketing works is that the more you spend, the more people get to know you. You get the idea. Let's say you and your competitor are selling the same products. Let's say your competitor is spending 10,000 Naira per day on adverts. Now, you might not actually know the exact figure that your competitor is spending, but you can kind of detect from the kind of, maybe sometimes, the reaction, and if you go to their ad library, you can kind of try to figure out if they are really spending that much on adverts. So let's say your competitor are spending 10,000 naira on the same product that you are selling, and you're able to 10x that amount. You spend 100k per day on advert. You might be thinking that, okay, this person that say I should spend 100k per day, is this person actually spending 100k per day? There are some times like that I know that I'm very confident about the product I'm promoting, that I will go as far as spending 100k, 50k or more. So let me quickly show you my ad dashboard. So this is my ad dashboard. So you can see this is the last 30 days. So I'm just going to put it out today. So if I refresh it, you can kind of see that if I come here, you can see that today so far I've spent about 89,000 naira on advert. And this 89,000 naira, by the time they deduct the 7.5% tax, is going to be more. Now, if I go to yesterday, you can see that I spent about 117,000 naira on adverts just one day. You kind of get the idea now. The reason why I'm showing you this is because sometimes when you tell people to do a particular thing, they will kind of think that maybe you are not doing that same thing. So when I'm very 100% certain about that product and the kind of product, the profit that the product is giving me, I do not mind spending any amount on marketing as far as it's getting me the return on ad spend. Now, the reason why I lowered the ad spend today compared to what I spent yesterday is because yesterday we did not really get that reasonable amount of results. The return on ad spend was very, very low. So I had to turn off some adverts, do some adjustment and all that. So when you are trying to spend more than your competitor, you tend to work more on your ad creative, targeting and other things. So you every day you check the ad dashboard, see the advert that is performing really well and see the one that is not performing really well, turn it off, try to create new adverts or try to duplicate and increase the budget of the one that is performing really well. So that is one of the best way you can kindly stay ahead of your competitor in the game, because if your competitor, let's say that your competitor that is spending 10,000 naira on adverts, Facebook is showing the advert to like 5,000 people. Now let's say you now 10x what your competitor is spending, which is 100k. If they are showing 5,000 people their adverts for 10,000, that means they are going to be showing 50,000 people your adverts. So it means that you are 10 times ahead of them. If your competitor have like 5 sales and you spend 10x of what they are spending, it means that you are going to be having 50 sales. Now, it might not automatically mean that you are going to be having 10x results, but you are going to be having probably like maybe 5x, 7x, or 8x. Let's say you are going to be having 30 orders at the end of the day, 40, 50, or thereabouts. But if you can outspend your competitor, like you can spend more than they spend on adverts, or if your competitor are not spending on adverts, let's say they are creating TikTok video or YouTube video, if they are dropping, let's say 2 videos per week, you can kind of say, okay, I want to 5x it, or I want to 10x the amount of video they are dropping per week. Let's say I want to be dropping 10 videos per week instead of the 2 videos your competitor are dropping. So basically that is how you can outspend your competitor and stay ahead of them in the mini importation game. Another way you can actually stay ahead of your competitor in the mini importation game is to actually automate the process. So what most people do is that they do the manual work, like when they get order, they track the customer, or they call the customer, they track the order using the CRM, or some of them use spreadsheets like Google Sheets. So if you can actually automate, if you can check what is taking most of the time, or most of your time, or most of your sales rep time in the business, and you can automate it. Although if you are not really getting much order like that, let's say you are getting like 50 orders per month, 20 order, 30 order, automation, you might not really need automation, but at a point in the business, maybe we are getting like probably like over 200 orders per month, then you might be looking at spending more, like spending money on automation so that you can automate the process. And also, if possible, you can hire more staff. Maybe you have staff for sales rep, you have a logistic person, or you have a operational manager, you have a marketing person, you have accountant and all that. So when you have all these people in place, they are the people that are going to help you to maximize the amount of profit you are going to be making in your business, because now you have more helping hand, which means that you can actually sell more than you usually sell when you are running the business alone. So basically, that is 4 ways that you can stay ahead of your competitor. My name is Sam, and I hope you find this video helpful. I hope you find this video valuable. If you find this video helpful, kindly give this video a thumbs up so that more people like you can get to see this video. Share this video with your friends, subscribe to this channel, turn on the bell notification so that anytime I drop a new video just like this, you'll be among the first people to be notified.